Hi, I'm Mark Montgomery. I'm an executive producer. Welcome to our house in the heart of Singapore. This place is something that was uniquely put together by Ondina, who's an interior designer. And I hope you enjoy what you see. These come from Russia, which was from an antique collection. So we've had these doors that were made in Bali that were specially fitted to come into this area. You'll notice the floor, this was all hand ground to give a particular look that we wanted when we moved in. Then you come into this main area here, which is the waiting area, and so it's got a cross arch that comes through from a living room and a dining room, and this central foyer area here, which we had this nice old piece made in handmade, just because it just looked classically traditional and went with this waiting area. So in here we've got just the lounge room. The house it's an old 1920s house, but it's it's a very simple design which really suits the family. We purpose built this shelving system so that it can house very simply just a big collection of our books and memorabilia that's important to us. Having kids, we cover the couches with a lot of drapery because we don't want it to be completely destroyed. And obviously we like collecting art, so we've got unique pieces that have been done in Singapore by French artists that have lived here, pieces from New York. So these are the ones that are on display at the moment, but we have a back catalogue of paintings that we move around. Really interesting, nice stuff. I mean, stuff we love. Like this is from a Brazilian artist, and what it is Coca-Cola bottle tops that get tagged. And Gomez, which is his name, he's been collecting enough bottle tops that he's doing the circumference of the world as it goes around. Ondina likes to put non-traditional things up on the wall, like these baskets and things like that. So, although we've got separate offices, we work a lot out of this space area. It's a nice big table that was purpose-built to do this. But again, you can see that art's a really important part of our process here. So we spend a lot of time in India, so we've got the Indian photographic designed artwork as well. Local Indonesian artwork that's carved head skulls and things like this, antique furniture. I mean, it's really a combination of like shabby chic that we've put in with Moroccan rugs. And of course, being Australian, we have to have the iconic piece of Australian artwork, which is, that's from an artist called Kathy, and it's the desert flowers in Australia after the rain, which is really, really beautiful. We have children, a big area here to play with. We like to have them both in the same room together so that they mix each other up and they play well together. And we've given them their own little library. I mean, reading's really important, so they've got a little desk to sit at in their little library area and their couch to read the stuff on. And they've got their little library books here. And a lot of it's just been collected, these things, from the balloons. We love collecting from France. When we were over in France, it's just classic, and you can take the kids on magical journeys when they're bedtimes. This is where our bedroom, which is, look, it's very simple. It's just comfortable. It's just got artwork on the walls that we really love from our wedding that was in the Hunter Valley in Australia in a olive grove, which we really loved as well. When we moved in, it was kind of fairly rack and ruin, so we did some things that opened it up. We just made sure that we put glass doors there to open the whole thing up and matched it with these glass doors, and just gave it a matching glass door there, so it gave it some sort of consistency to the design. And just taking an old bathroom, which was really just very classic, and we just put a claw bath in here, which was a hell of a lot of fun. So being Australian, entertaining is really important. So of course we've got the barbecue that we spark up, and the kids like to play in the pool. Swimming is a really important part of their exercise program as well, and it's a great place to have a party. We've got to speak it up with wires, so you know you can have a little baby potato head when you've got a few people on board. This is a recreational area. When it's raining again, the kids can you know, play with their chalkboards. They've got their whole big toy box here, which is lots of fun. Yeah, and it's undercover, so if it's raining, it just is another area. Because you know, my favourite saying about Singapore is when people say, "What's the temperature like?" and I said it's around 30 degrees, hot, it's balmy, and it's going to rain in the afternoon for eternity. So it's nice to have some things that are undercover. This is the garden area. So again, this is where the kids can play. So we just put in a, you know, multi-slide and a play gym and a classic old swing for the kids to play on the trees. So you know, at the right times of the day, they've got enough shade. The afternoon's really nice. It's like a hell of a lot of fun. One of the unique things about this place is that we're right on Grange Road, which is like it's right in the heart of Singapore, where, you know, Orchard Road's 200 metres that way, which gives it a really central convenience for people when we have events and parties here. Having a wider area like this is good, because being in the film industry, I can put a blow-up screen here in that area, and we put bean bags down on the ground here, and we can have our own private cinema going, which is really fantastic. Or when we've got events on, like for my wife's 40th birthday, we can put the jazz band up on there, and it's a really nice platform. You know, you've got tables in the garden. It just lends itself to a really great entertaining area. They say you can't live in Asia without having a koi pond, so we put this koi pond in, and they're thriving, and I'm very happy with what they're doing there. So my wife, being a fashion designer, she sells a lot of stuff online, and so we put a showroom here for her.
This is my shop. I'm a fashion designer. I've been designing for 5 years. Finished LaSalle School in Singapore. I'm actually a textile designer, and this is my studio. This is where I work, and I have private clients coming here. So if you want, I'll take you inside the shop and show you around. So I have a range of luxury and resort wear, all silk made, all design with prints designed by me, and collection designed by me. A little bit of interior as well, and of course some accessories, earrings and clutches, scarves, and yeah, now we started a little bit to do some accents with the interior and pillow, and of course a lot of ready to wear. So this is again, you can find all the pieces online on markcollection.com. We do a small range for kids as well, and we also have some guest brands like this brand. They bring homemade jewelry from Italy. So if you're around the area, you can always come visit the Mark Collection studio. It's open 11 to 4 every day except Sunday. And yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.
One of the things that you need to do on a property like this is it's the managing of the trees, because they can become very dangerous if they get overgrown, limbs fall and stuff like this. But we've planted a lot of stuff in here and turned it into like a little mini botanical garden. So there's some really nice rare plants in here. And here's my son Maximo. Hi mate. You gonna say hello? No. This is Maximo. He's 3 years of age and is lots of trouble. So thank you very much for coming on the tour. I hope you enjoyed a little glimpse into our house and our world, and have a good day. Bye bye. Come Lola. Come.